Hi, I'm Anthony Tono. I play as Tono in the finance company, and joining me in the finance company today are Lisa Crawley and Graham Panther.
Well, here comes Marion now, nailing in the real estate sign. Go to marionbates.co.nz if you'd like to rent my house. It's a pretty nice house. It's really close to the food town. A condescending email on Wednesday and an offer we couldn't afford. We had to sign by Thursday night, or she'd be taking through people after the weekend. Marion, it must be great to be a real estate agent. You decide who stays and goes on the street. Now I've checked all the records. The rent was always paid on time, and I haven't been here long. But the others are going on 5 years, and I understand supply and demand, but I also know what's right. And if you can't explain it in person, Marion, that's not a good sign. I hate it when people talk to you like you've done something wrong, so they can justify treating you like a piece of shit. It's like the messiest kind of break up with the meanest kind of girl. Marion, it must be great to be a real estate agent. You decide who's good enough for the streets. That's not me. The tide is rising on Greyland. It's coming from Herne Bay. They're painting the houses whiter shades of white and putting up those Franklin Road fairy lights. Now I understand how a suburb goes from a slum to a snobville. It starts with Marion Bates Realty. Marion, I hope it's great to be a real estate agent, 'cause you're gentrifying me out of my streets. Marion, it must be great to be a real estate agent. Marion, I hope you get a wonderful sleep.
The song is called Barry Smith of Hamilton. It's a song from our last EP, Fragile Thing. And it's about a guy who wanted to be a pop star, but he didn't know how to do it. Purely through circumstance, he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and but he gets one more shot, and he gets to go on Stars in Their Eyes.
Tonight, Matthew, I will be Elvis, and his final stage of life, because I feel like an ice cream. Tonight, Matthew, I will be Paul Holmes, singing songs and reading poems, because the stage is all mine. It's all mine tonight. I will be anyone whose name you know by heart tonight. I will be anyone except Barry Smith from Hamilton. I could sing as good as Ray Columbus, and my wife tells me I was just as cute. I was waiting by this river to be discovered. I didn't know what else to do, and I watched it turn from silver to brown, and I felt the wind carve frown lines in my face, while those who were chosen live in the television, dancing with beautiful women, selling natural bee pollen, living in luxury, despite honest reputations. Tonight, I would be anyone who was at the right place, with the right name, at the right age. Tonight, I would be anyone except Barry Smith from Hamilton.
There was a song that David Bowie wrote, but he wasn't, his version wasn't the most well-known version, called All the Young Dudes. And in that song, there's a line that goes something along the lines of, no one wants to be alive when they're 25. And I take issue with that.
I say Bowie was wrong, 25 is just fine, but 23 is the hardest age to be. I'm no longer invincible, but I'm not old enough to be wise. I have bags under my eyes and RSI, and I still party like there's no tomorrow, even though the thrill is through. But tomorrow I have a job interview. 23 is the hardest age to be. You can give me 24 anytime you like. At 25 my prefrontal cortex will be fully developed. Right now it's not quite, but that's not an excuse to sleep all day and stay up half the night. And I've learned nothing about saving, and even less about love, and I want to take you out tonight. But I owe 40 grand to the government, and 23 is the hardest age to be. I'll take 46 and accomplished any day, any day, any day. All the 30-year-olds I know exactly who they are. They have careers to define them, and money for cashew nuts, and good wine. When I was 21, I only knew that I was drunk, and the student of some university. Once that was enough for me, but now I'd like to be 29, if you please. Because 23 is the hardest age to be. Bring on my birthday, bring on that sweet, sweet birthday cake. Send me some money from grandma. Get me out of this terrible age, please. Bring on my birthday, we'll go out for BYO Japanese with my money from grandma. Oh, this purgatory is killing me. 23 is the hardest. 23 is the hardest age to be. 23 is the hardest. 23 is the hardest age. It's the hardest age, Mr. Bowie.
It's interesting, you can get so many things right when you meet somebody, but if one thing isn't working, and it's usually timing, then it's just not going to go anywhere, and this song's about that.
I used to think the right girl needed to have that instant face attraction thing. But no, 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 it's the timing. It's the timing that I'm looking for these days. I used to go for girls with better music collections than I have, providing they weren't musicians. But I was on the wrong track. It's the timing. It's the timing that really matters. How long ago did you split up with your boyfriend? Does your blood still rush when you hear from him? Do you still kind of think that one day you'll be back with him? Oh, come on, be honest. When I danced with you, I caught the smell of your hair, only out of habit, I swear. And by all other standards, I am yours. But I want to know about the timing, 'cause I've been burnt and burned before. And I will tease it out of you, and I will ask my gossipy friends and prepare a preliminary report in my head. How long ago did you split up with your boyfriend? Does your blood still rush when you hear from him? Do you still kind of think that one day you'll be back with him? Oh, come on, be honest. Well, let's be honest. 'Cause I will date you anyway, and it will drive him insane. And I will fall too hard for you, and you will say the wrong name. Oh, only girls with bad timing, girls with bad timing, only girls with bad timing will do.
Lately I've been writing songs with quite a direct narrative. I usually like to write with characters in mind, and often from the perspective of a certain character. lately that character has just been me, and I think some of the excitement of moving city just meant that I naturally started writing quite personal focused songs.
Susan, you are beautiful, you're not real, I made you up. You live in Greyland, because that's where the song begins. You have red hair and a tan, and the man who just left you is also hypothetical, but that doesn't excuse him for sleeping with his students. Susan, you've had it hard, but just imagine all those suckers who have it worse than you. Susan, that's what I do. You have to hand it to the guy, he's a pretty good liar. Now your friends think you're the cheater, and your mother's trying to send you to the clinic she sent your father to. But look on the positive side, this could be good for your art. I thought you were a little abstract, some feeling might help you sell. Susan, I don't mean to patronize, it's a male writer's habit, and you've been exploited enough tonight. It's something I'll try not to do in the bridge. Susan, you're like me, you know all the hidden parks in the city. You are strong, and you can walk this heartache out until it's a distant sense of longing, and drink that longing out until it's nearly gone. Susan, you've had it hard, so hard. Born with a shitty backstory while I was walking through Greyland Park. But Susan, if it makes you feel any better, Susan, I could imagine someone much worse off than you.
I love K Road, and it's a place that's sort of filled with creative types, musicians and artists. But sometimes it feels like we're all hanging out on K Road because we're trying to get away from actually doing anything artistic.
On Friday night, we fold up the sleeves on our shirts and roll up to the art openings where there's wine and sometimes cheese. We argue about economics until your tab kicks in and you go wandering. I go looking for love. Tim, the city is ours now. The air is wet like a baby's sweat. The wind has lullabies on its breath. The stars are frustrated pencil marks on a black page glowing with orange crayon, rising from the lights on the hill. A band is playing underground to a well-dressed, desperate crowd. They're all wearing the leather of the dead, and we're all in love with the bartender. She's the only mother we know. She raises an oversized t-shirt and hands us beer from the nipple of the bar. Then in the stone-smoking garden, we talk tire into each other's mouths, making intellectual sounds such as, I'm tired, I'm hungry tonight, I give no guarantee I'll eat ethically. 'Cause you know out there in the blue mass of dawn that is charging a spent world, oh, they're passing it on to the meek like you and me, Tim. Oh, for kids like you and me, for the meek like you and me, Tim. For the meek like you and I mean.
This song's pretty self-explanatory. It's called Skinny Jeans.
If there was a movie about the 2000s, this would be a scene. You're staring in my eyes and trying to pull off my skinny jeans, but they're too skinny. You have to pull at the ankles, darling. It won't happen if you're in a rush. And if you target the hips in passion, you'll have to lift me up.
I was getting on a train in Kingsland not so long ago, and on the train and on the platform before we got on the train, I was listening to the strangest conversation. It was between this guy who looked sort of in his 60s, wearing an Hawaiian shirt and shorts, and by his own admission or claims, he was quite a wealthy man, and he was talking to a young man who was new to New Zealand, a young migrant worker who was off to work in Henderson, and it was this strange conversation where the older guy was giving him money advice, but it all seemed quite irrelevant, and I was thinking that it just seemed like a meeting of people that I'd never seen before. It's like it's the sort of conversation you can imagine if only those two groups would actually sit down together, but they never do. But because this man seemed to be going slightly crazy, this conversation was happening, and when I wrote this song, I was trying to capture the sound of a man's mind unraveling.
Up here for thinking, down there for dancing, young man. God gave you a brain, now it's time to use it. Use your brain to make money, money, ah ha ha, money, 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 like me. 'Cause I have a house in Hawaii Do you really not know where that is? It's in America. Now where did you go to school? It wasn't Linfield College, was it? My grandchildren are there. My son disappoints me. Oh, my new friend, don't you disappoint me now. Up here for thinking, down there for dancing, young man. How much do you earn a week? That's 3 times less than me. And they won't even let me work anymore. So I just make money, money. Oh, 'cause I'm clever, 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 clever. No, it's not the pension. Up here for thinking, down there for dancing. You could learn some things from me. I make money in my sleep, 'cause I have investments in Australia, in England, in America. And I have a boat and a big house, and my son's not getting either. I'm gonna rent them out before they move me to the village. You could be like me, have money ticking over from the cradle to the grave, property in England, and property in America, 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 America.